in 2020, you had 10 and a half tackles for a loss and 5 sacks in just 5 games. I know it was only a small sample size. 2020 was a really weird season for pretty much everybody, but how much progress do you think that you made last season?
I think I made a lot of progress. Last season was the first time that I really had some consistency in the off season because I knew where I was going to play, I knew what I wanted to do, and I had a little bit of experience. My junior year, I might maybe not quite the weight that I was at because I was a little heavier junior year, and I hadn't really had an off season because I broke my foot sophomore year, so I missed sophomore to junior year. I missed that whole off season. I came in fall camp playing 3-tech, and I was like. Because we had gotten a new defense, so I was playing 3-tech at like 285. So I was like, dude, like, yeah, I mean, I feel good. Like, I'm playing good at 3-tech. So then, I came in fall camp was the first like live reps I'd gotten at all, really, because I had been rehabbing and stuff the entire off season. So junior year, I mean, that was just me learning. Like, I learned through fall camp how to play DN, and then I went out and I played DN because we needed some help out there. But yeah, I mean, I had a lot of consistency finally, even though it was COVID and everything in the off season. So just kind of knowing what I was wanting to do and what I needed to work on, so it helped me excel from junior to senior year.
So hang on a minute. So you're telling me that you were a 3 technique, and then we're going to see it in a little while. What you're capable of rushing the edge, the balance, the quickness that you've got at the edge. How the heck did you ever end up being kicked inside to defensive tackle when you can do that on the edge?
Well, so my junior and senior year of high school was like the first time I really played DN, and then I had a knee injury my senior year, so I didn't finish. So I've only played on the edge 3 years of my life, but when I got to Houston, we had a different defensive staff, so I played a 4-eye, so I played D tackle, and then the new defensive staff came in, so I was like, oh, I'll probably just play 3-tech. I mean, we have a good amount of outside linebackers, but coach wanted to see me on the edge, so moved to the edge fall camp.
So what does this say about your potential then? If you've only played, fairly new to the position, let's say, not
Right.
played a ton of games at defensive end. If you're showing what you're showing now, what's the ceiling for you at the next level, do you think?
I don't know. You'd have to ask the NFL coaches about that, but I mean, everything I've heard is I'm on the way up. So I mean, hopefully I can be as good as anybody there at that position. So I mean, that's my dream, and that's what I'm gonna work to be. So I mean, that's what I think I can get.
I did want to ask you a little bit about the difficulty of COVID-19 and the way it's impacted everybody. And I think I'm right in saying that you tested positive at one point. It kind of impacts people differently. Some people have been very ill. Other
Right.
people have not had any symptoms. How did it impact you when you tested positive?
So it was this Saturday morning, and I got pulled from our South Florida game for contact tracing, which I was really looking forward to getting after South Florida. So that was a bummer for sure. But yeah, like you said, I mean, it affects everybody different ways. There's not really any rhyme or reason to it, not that I know of. But I was fortunate enough, and then it kept me from working out and doing a lot of stuff. Felt like flu symptoms. I was pretty tired. I was really tired, just trying to get my naps in, sleep. But I lost my smell, but thankfully I didn't lose my taste. I still don't really have my smell. Some things aren't as potent, like smelling, as they would be. But yeah, I mean, I know some of my teammates are really struggling with it. Had some really serious symptoms. One of our coaches actually went to the hospital, but I was blessed. I didn't really have anything too serious to write home about. But there's more flu-like symptoms for me, and just kept me away from the game, which kind of sucked. But it is what it is.
Was 2020 a weird experience for players? I mean, it was strange for everybody in the world, obviously. I mean, everybody was impacted by it, but when you don't know whether if something happens sort of 2 days before a game, all that preparation, everything, it kind of goes out the window, doesn't it? And sort of week to week, we were all wondering, is the NFL season going to get called off at any point now, or what's going to happen to this conference in college football, and is this team going to play? Is that team going to play? What was it like, sort of living through that?
Yeah, it was wild. If you kept track of Houston, you'd see that we had games scheduled every weekend, and then they got canceled almost every weekend. So there was a lot of adapting that people had to go through. I was going through my memories on Snapchat, as a matter of fact, and it's funny because this was kind of like a week before the U.S. really had COVID problems, like seriously, like what, like it was broadcasted through everything. So, you know, it was all fun and games in the locker room. And then, you know, next week we're on lockdown. You know, we're not coming back. We're doing Zoom video workouts and stuff. So, you know, it's wild week to week. You know, you prepare for a game and then you go out there and Thursday they cancel or Friday right before the game they're like, oh, we're not traveling. So that happened to us a few times. It was tough. You know, you just gotta keep your head on, keep moving forward. But you know, it's like a gut punch. You work all week and get excited to go out there and ball Saturday, and then you're like, nope, maybe try next weekend. So it was tough, but I think we handled it really well.
Now, I've got a quote here. This is from NFL.com. This is from a scouting report on your good self. It's from an unnamed AFC scouting director. And here is the quote. I wanted to keep him a secret after I saw him last year, and that didn't happen. He's going to become a force. Do you like the sound of that?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good, man. It's funny, you know, because I hadn't even thought about coming out last year, and one of the coaching staffs, a few of the scouts that I talked to for like I think for 2 teams said they had me on their board last year. One had me at like 5th round. I was like, what? I was like, no way, you know, because I was like, there's no way I'm coming out last year. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy the attention that I've been getting as of late. But I mean, I've just been trying to enjoy it and just keep getting better.
Do you sort of see players in the league who you think, do you know what, I like how they play. I've mirrored my sort of things that I do are based on what they've shown in the NFL. Is there anybody that in particular you would sort of pinpoint as they're my guys?
Yeah, there's a lot of DNs in the league. There's a lot of great pass rushers in the league that are really versatile. You know, I'll watch Cam Jordan. I think he's really versatile. He's a really great athlete, bigger dude. Other DN at the Saints would be Marcus Davenport. J.J. Watt's a big dude. He can bump down inside. He's a good pass rusher too, to say the least. So a lot of the bigger DNs I see myself kind of like not imitating, but you know, pulling some of their game from and trying to add it to mine. So I'd say those 3 guys are pretty solid. You know, Green Bay's got a few good athletes on the edge as well. So just looking at bigger DNs across the league that do stuff really well.
Now, not everybody's got the twitch that you show for your size, the agility, the explosive power. How disappointing was it that you weren't able to go to Indianapolis and do a combine? Because I get the impression that you probably would have put on a bit of a show for the scouts who are watching there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you watch the combine when you're little, you know, so it would have been a dream come true to go out there, you know, and run in front of everybody, jump in front of everybody, and just show off athleticism and everything, get everybody talking, some buzz. But like I said earlier, it is what it is. It's COVID, much different restrictions and policies in place. But yeah, it would have been fun to go out there and show everything I've been working on and just, you know, create some buzz.
There are pro days kind of happening right now. If you had one yet, are you going to have one before the draft?
Yeah, Houston's pro day is April 9th. So I think I'm not sure the regulations and stuff with the teams or media and everything, but I know it'll be a little bit different than any other pro day. So just just take it how it comes.
Now, you know, I think one of the big pluses for everybody who was at the Senior Bowl is you get a sort of a chance to impress in a way that, you know, guys who weren't able to go and do that were. And I thought you put on a really good show. I'm going to share the screen now so we can kind of see a little bit of what you are about and play some of this. So this is some college tape to begin with, and so this is BYU, right? Is this is that BYU?
That's BYU. That's Zach Wilson.
I was going to say that must be Zach Wilson there. So potential top 5 pick that you're chasing after, slamming him down. Not showing any you're not showing any respect to old Zach there, getting him down in that way. But I think this is,
it's an aggressive sport. So
I like this angle here because it really shows to me something that shows up time and time again when we watch you, which is effort, which is agility and just power. So to engage, to hustle, change of direction, you know, and he's pretty nimble, isn't he? I mean, people are comparing him to sort of Mahomes when he gets out in space and trying to bring him down. So
yeah, he's pretty slippery.
Tell us a bit about it here. I mean, this is pursuit is great and the finish, and teams are going to love the finish as well, aren't they?
I hope so.
And just another look here, a little closer in, slow motion. Just he couldn't shake you off there. So that's a really good play there. We've got you here down here. And this is the kind of thing I think when anybody's watching defensive ends, Payton, they want to see a rush like this, don't they? I mean, just tell us a little bit about, what, from your perspective, from a defensive end's perspective, what is the key to a really great edge rush like this, where you've bent the arc, you've straightened to the quarterback, the balance at your size is pretty incredible. Just tell us a bit about, how you're approaching a play like this.
Well, it was 1st and 10, so I was thinking run because Tulane really liked to run the ball. They're really, really good running the ball. I think they played Auburn really close last year too. I think they lost by like 7 points, but they're a physical team up front, but you just gotta get off the rock. So got off the ball, beat them off the ball, and got a good hand chop, just dip, and then just drive.
Getting down again as well. And look, all the tackles are pretty similar, aren't they? Did you like this play as well? I mean, this is, you've helped get the ball on the deck there for this one, and it leads to a fumble recovery for a scoop and score touchdown here. I'm loving the hair, by the way, on the scorer. It's I'm kind of jealous of that hair.
Yeah, that's my boy Grant.
Sack fumble
hair, might get a head and shoulders deal.
I mean, I'd say this is 3 plays that I've shown now, and every single time the ball carrier has ended up in this position. You got some finish there in the way that you take these guys on. This is one I really wanted to highlight here, because we can spend all day talking about speed rushes and that is often the thing that people latch onto. But you've got to win with your hands as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of work with my hands, so that's something I am pretty proud of that I got better at from junior to senior year.
Another play. This one was because, again, I think this just highlights your effort. So you burst into the backfield, you've read the play, and he's spun away from the initial tackle. Now, a lot of guys your size aren't on the feet at this point. I mean, he's spun away, and in one move, you're back on your feet, pursue, get him down. It's still a tackle for a loss at the end of the day, isn't it? I mean, it's pretty agile and nimble and ability to get back to your feet. And that's the thing, isn't it? You're a big dude, but you've perhaps got the agility of a player who's 30 pounds lighter.
Thank you.
And he's down again there. Bit of help on the way, finishing that one off. Another round the edge here. This team took a bit of a beating with you on the pass rush here. Obviously, he's come across, pulling across. No chance there. You get him down with a tackle for a loss there. Now, this one I thought was good as well, because this is you lining up inside. So this is some of the old 3 technique type stuff here.
3 technique going through.
Driving him. I mean, that is a great play. I mean, it's maybe not as flashy as some of the edge stuff, but this is what you want to see, isn't it? Driving, getting in the chest, driving him back. He's on his backside there as you've sort of pushed through. And then on to the Senior Bowl stuff. Now, Dante Smith, I interviewed him about 3 weeks ago. He had a really good Senior Bowl.
Yeah, he did. He's a good player.
And I kind of watched pretty much every rep that he had. And I don't think he lost one apart from when he faced you. So I really wanted to highlight this, because you won't hear this because the volume's off. But off the back of this play, he shouts a swear word, Payton, because he's pretty frustrated. He was pretty angry about this one. But and it's not a terrible loss from Dante, but you get to the quarterback, don't you? I mean, it's just you've worked through there, and you've managed to get through. He's got his arms on you, but just about get through, and he was pretty pissed off about that at the end.
Yeah, he's a good player though. He'll for sure be on a team or in a starting spot.
How fun is all this? These 1v1 reps, because it's the thing that I always look forward to watching the most. But what is it like actually taking part in these reps?
I mean, it's awesome, dude. It's just a one-on-one scenario. There's nothing. There's no tricks. There's no anything. It's just you and another man, and who's gonna win. So I enjoy them a lot. Nothing like them. So you get to try some new stuff, work on your craft. So.
And had a lot of success with this. What was the Senior Bowl like in general? I mean, I think it was pretty great that they managed to get that event on in the way that they did. But what was that experience that week in Mobile like? I
mean, I think if you ask anybody that was there, you definitely, one of the words that would come up would be busy. You're up late, you're up early, so you wake up early, you go to sleep a little later. You get the opportunity to meet with like every team though. You get to chop up with every team, talk football with every team, and just chop it up with the other guys that play your position or are out of position, another position. So just talking ball it's really awesome. Good networking opportunity for sure. Just talk with everybody. So I was fortunate enough to go there. I had a good time. Matter of fact, I hurt my toe a little bit on that second day at the beginning of practice. So that was kind of a bummer, just to drive through the whole practice. The injury, but I mean, it was good. It was an awesome opportunity for sure.
Do you get to know the other guys? I mean, I don't know what the kind of the social distancing rules were or anything like that, but the other defensive linemen, some of the offensive linemen, maybe that you're coming up against a lot. Did you really get to know any of the other players that well?
Yeah, I still talk to a few of them every once in a while. So yeah, I mean, you get to, like I said, it's like another network opportunity to get to talk ball with guys. So it's cool.
You mentioned as well that you had a chance to speak to every team at the Senior Bowl, and I guess you're going through the same process as everybody else right now in virtual meetings and stuff like that.
Right.
Has anything stood out from those meetings so far? I mean, is there anything that has caught you off guard? Anything that you found quite interesting about sort of being able to sit down and have these virtual meetings with all of the NFL teams as you prepare for the next step?
Yeah, I mean, it's just interesting with hearing what they think, how they think I play, or where they would project me to play in their defense, or whether it be outside backer or defensive end. And then obviously, like you said, I am pretty versatile, so I can drop down uh, in a three tech and rush. So it's just interesting. I mean, I just kind of take it everything that they say, just trying to learn from it. So I really value it, talking ball and everything. But I mean, nothing crazy as of yet. I still got a few more teams that to talk to again, and just going with the flow. So just enjoying it.
What is a daily schedule like for you at the moment? I imagine you're doing a fair bit of working out and stuff like that. I had a pro day, but with the meetings as well.
Yeah,
What is a schedule like?
yeah. I mean, I got my calendar right here beside me. But I'm just I wake up, I go do some rehab and stuff in the morning. So I wake up around like 7, go up there, eat. Exos gives us really good meals and everything. They give us 2 smoothies. So I'll go up there, do some rehab. I would do some speed work after that, and then get my food, my smoothie, then go back up, get a lift in, come back. Sometimes we got a massage. Sometimes some days we just got regen where we just stretch and roll out and everything, get our body right. And then I come home and I just look at my schedule and so after this I actually have a meeting with a team, and then I have to take a test for the combine. So I mean, it's pretty busy in the evenings for sure. That's when most of the meetings and stuff are scheduled, medical exams or whatever may be. So I mean, it's a full day for sure.
Last couple of questions. What are teams going to get if they draft you in April?
A great pass rusher, a dude that can set the edge, and someone that can come to work every day, to get better. Whether it be whatever position I'm at, or whatever position I'm in, and they're gonna get a guy that's ready to lead when they come in.
And what hopes and aims do you have? I mean, do you set targets for yourself as a pro? Is there anything that you particularly want to achieve at the next level?
I mean, I just want to like just my competitive spirit, is always going to push me to want to be the best. So obviously, that being said, I want to compete to be one of the best players coming in. I want to compete for defensive rookie of the year. I plan to be a Pro Bowl before. You just got to push yourself. I feel like you have to push yourself. Being that competitive, you have to push yourself to achieve goals. So I do want to make a Pro Bowl before the end of my contract with whatever team I sign with. So just setting goals and reaching to achieve them, and wherever you land, just learn from it and just keep pushing forward.
Well, Payne, it was a lot of fun watching your tape. I have to say, the Senior Bowl and the Houston stuff was, every time sometimes you watch a guy and think, "Hey, who's this?" I've got to watch a bit more of this guy. So it was fun to watch. You've got every opportunity to have a great NFL career. All the best with it, and good luck at the next level.
Thanks for having me, man. Thank you.